Hello everybody. How are you tonight? Welcome to my live. My name is Laura Roderick. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. I go live just about every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and make some really fun projects. So thank you for joining me and crafting along with me. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We had a nice Thanksgiving, but now we're full on Christmas, right? Now the heat is on. We got to get going. It's Christmas. Hi, Renee. All right. So I'm going to give a minute to let everybody hop on. Okay. Good. All right. Thank you. I hope y'all had a great holiday as well. Hi, Lois. All right. So I got to check my hair. I'm a little bit out of breath. I got in my craft room like at 6 minutes too, and was just running around doing that last minute stuff real quick. So sometimes it's a little crazy, but we'll see how things go. I'm super excited about the cards tonight. Oh, thank you. I hope y'all had a Thanksgiving too. Thank you for sharing. All right, so let's get things started. The first thing I like to do is talk about my share contest that I do every week. I give away a product if you share my video on Facebook or YouTube. So this week I was giving away these Warm Wishes cards and envelopes. This is a really nice set, lots of glitter in it. This was an add-on to a paper pumpkin kit. Oh, Lois, I'm sorry it's cold by you. I feel like it's cold here too. It's like 57 driving home from work, which is cold for us. But I'm not going to complain because I know it's a lot colder other places. All right, so this is what I'm giving away from this week, and the winner was Kelly Frank. So Kelly, congratulations to you. Hi, Carol. Congratulations. I will put that in the mail to you. The project that I'm going to give away this week is this embossing folder. This is the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. And this is a super fun one. If you don't have it, it's a good one. Oh, Lisa, 22 by you. That sounds terrible. Ah. Okay, all you have to do is share my video either on Facebook or on YouTube. Write shared in the comments, and I draw a winner every week to win the prize. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, let me turn my camera around so we can get started. Let's see. All right, let me just check. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, I just want to lead off same way I did last week and just remind y'all that I have an adhesive kit. If you would like one for yourself for Christmas to give as a gift for Christmas, just a reminder, it's $45. That includes shipping, and it comes in this cute little glittery burlap bag with a little tag. And then what's inside of it is this nice clear zippered pouch with the Create and gold glitter on it. And then the things that you get in it are going to be my favorite adhesives. Okay, so you get a stamp and seal. Is this a refill? You don't get the refill. Let's see. You get a real one. I can't tell if that's a real one. That one looks like a refill, but you get the real one, not a refill. Some mini glue dots, mono adhesive eraser, the Tombow glue, a pack of Stampin' Dimensionals, my favorite this is not Stampin' Up, but it's a Zig two-way glue pen, and then I also give you one sheet of the minis. So that's what it is. If you'd like to order that, just send me an email, tell me you'd like the kit. I'll send you an invoice through Square, and then you'll have that either for yourself or somebody else. Okay, this is the kit we're going to be working out of the mini catalog. We're going to be using Merriest Trees Bundle tonight. Love Christmas trees. Nothing says Christmas more than Christmas trees, right? Here's a couple of the samples in the catalog. All right, these are the projects that we're going to do tonight. So we have this fun little card right here, nice and colorful. We've got this one. This looks familiar, right? Because we did this for the calendar card class. So we've got that card. Whoa, as I destroy it. We're going to do a fun shaker card. I used too many sequins. That's too many. We'll use less on the card we make tonight to do a fun little snowy Christmas tree, kind of a masculine shaker card. So we've got that one. And then lastly, have you guys used these boxes yet? And these are on sale. I think they're like 50% off or something. That's a great deal right now. These little treat boxes. I can't remember what they're called. Hold on. Nested treat boxes. So we're going to do, I think this would be really fun to put on your Christmas table. I've got some little treats in it. And what I put in there was just some little present treats that I got on Amazon, which I think would be fun. So we're going to do that little project as well. All right, let's get started. All right, so this first card that we're going to make. Oh, thanks, Lisa. This first card that we're going to make, I love the colors on this. This is kind of non-traditional because we've got the bright colors. Now, this was inspired by a card from a couple years ago that Dina Rico made. And I loved the card then, and I thought about it and made this card. And then I thought tonight, I said, well, I need to find the picture of the original card that she did. Like I said, it was like 2 years ago. And boy, they're pretty similar when I pulled it. So here's a picture of the card she did. And that was from 2 years ago, right? And we've got some of the same colors in there, I think. Well, not the same blue, but, and not the orange. But anyway, similar colors, right? So that's the inspiration for that. We've changed it up a little bit, and we've added some nice silver accents on all the trees. All right, here is our Merriest Trees stamp set. Now, this stamp set and dies won't carry over as the bundle, but they are carrying over next year, so we will have these around. So it's a good set to invest in. Lots of fun things, some cute little sentiments, all these little presents you can make with the stamp set. Look at these cute little ornaments that you can stamp and then die cut. So there's a lot of things in here I didn't actually get to use, like the bows or the presents or the ornaments. I didn't use those things, but I still want to. More cards I can make, right? And then the die set. This is a huge die set, you guys. This has 20, what does that say? 26 dies in it. That's a lot. So you have all these Christmas tree sizes, like, and these kind of, you see how they're kind of layered up? Well, you can cut out the big one, a smaller one. You can make the tree any size that you want with these dies, which is really awesome. Here's for those little ornaments I was telling you could stamp, and you could decorate your tree with those little ornaments. This is the garland, all kinds of little star choices, little tree stand, which we're going to do. Here's to cut out the presents after you stamp them, to cut out the bows. And then this I didn't even use either. What a great tag punch this is. This is like a really good size tag punch. I like it because it's a little bit wider. You can put a lot of stuff on it. So I definitely am going to have to be using that too from this set. So let me put these aside because we're going to use those as we're going along. And the last thing that I used on this project is this great embossing folder. And I think it's called Snowflake Sky. Let me look. Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. So I've used this before already, and it just makes a beautiful background scene in white, right, with your snowflakes or other colors too. This is also going to carry over, so that's great news because it's such a beautiful embossing folder. Okay. Pieces for our first card. All right, hold on. Let me just make sure everything's coming up okay here. Okay. Renee says, yeah, that these could be advent calendar boxes too, right? Good idea. I love a good advent calendar. Okay, so this, we're going to start out with our standard card base. 8.5 by 5.5 Melon Mambo scored at 4 1/4. All right, so that's our card base. We're going to work on this on the inside, so I'm going to put those aside for a minute. Then we're going to start building on this sheet. So this is a piece of basic white cardstock. You can see the embossing of the snowflakes there. And this is 5 1/4 by 4, and I just sent it through my machine and embossed the paper like that. So we're going to build our scene onto this. I've got a little piece of white cardstock, again, basic white, and this is 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. And what we're gonna do is just kind of rip this. I just want this to be like a snow layer on the top. So I'm just gonna go across and rip it just like that. And we're gonna end up putting that on the bottom. So since that's our first step, let me get some seal, and we might as well put that down. Okay, so I am offering the card kits this week if you would like to get a card kit, and you'll see how it's going to come here. So these pieces will be in your kit. You do need the bundle of the Merriest Trees. So then you're gonna die cut the larger tree out of the Melon Mambo. Then we've got Granny Apple Green, Tahitian Tide, and Daffodil Delight for the smaller trees. So let me pull out what we've got. So we've got that, this, and this already die cut. Okay, nice and easy. Let me move this out of the way. Let me show you what the sizes are for this. So it's not the biggest tree, it's this one right here. So that one cuts there, and then the next one smaller after that. Okay, so 3 just like that. Okay, that's what you cut out. Now, out of our silver piece, we're going to cut out some different things. We're going to take this one and cut out our garland. And I did cut out 2 of these. I'm going to cut like 1 each of all the different stars. So I just took every single one of these stars and put it on the silver paper with 2 of those. So that's what I did for die cutting that. And then that's all you're going to need, right? Just run that through. And let me pull out some of that. So I've got a bunch of these little garlands that I ran through. And then I'm just going to put this to the side. See, I have a bunch of these little silver stars that I cut out. So let me put this over here, and we'll take them as we need them. Okay. So let's start by putting a little bit of the garland on this tree right here. And, excuse me, let me get a piece of scrap paper. And we'll see if I can do this without getting glue everywhere. Now I'm going to use a little tweezer to do this. So I got these this week. You know, I have been using my kind of, I don't know what you call this, multicolored one, which this one's great. I love it. This one's a little bit smaller. It's still got the pointy edges. And I got it on Amazon. And it comes in different colors. You can see the different colors. If you place an order with me this week, if you place $35 or more, you will get this card kit. If you place $50 or more, I'll send you one of these little colored tweezers too, so you have one. Okay, so I'm gonna need 1 of each size. So let me pull 1 of each. I'm gonna need this little one here. Okay, and is that all the sizes? Maybe the really long one I probably need. Okay, I might have used 2 of the really long one. We'll see. So I'm going to get out that little glue that I was telling you about. And I'm going to flip this one over, and I think I'm just going to hold these while I, whoops. Whoa. It's hard for me to pick up these little pieces with my nails. So I'm just going to add some glue onto that. Now you could also use your Tombow if you just want to dot it little. And we're just going to start putting our garland on a diagonal. Let me hold that down for a second. We'll get the next size, which has about, I don't know, it looks like 4. I might have cut that one off a little bit. Nice and easy. This one's going to go like this. I am going to cut this one off. So let me put it right up to the edge here, and I'm just going to snip that off after it's dry. Okay, let's see. The next one will be that size. Super easy. There was quite a ruckus outside with all the dogs barking from next door, and the whole neighborhood. I feel like the whole neighborhood chimed in, but it's gotten a little bit quieter now. Now it's like really quiet in here. Okay, should we fit 1 more? Why not? As long as we've got it, let's use it, right? Okay, we'll use another long one. They're not super evenly spaced, but I think they look okay. Okay, so that tree is decorated. Let me get my scissors. I'm just going to cut off this piece. Okay, put my little pieces back. Save those for another card. Okay, so let's put this on our card. I'm just going to put this first one down with some seal. A little bumpy under there. And I want that one to go, I guess right about here. Let me go up a little bit, maybe like that. Is that straight? I think that's pretty good. Okay, there we go. Now in this one, we're gonna do a little bit of embossing. And let us see, let me get my Versamark out, if we can get it lined up. We wish you a Merry Christmas, and it'll fit perfectly on the tree. Now, you might want to emboss it and then cut it out, especially since you're cutting your own, and I'm just giving you, I'm giving you the little piece of cardstock like this. So you might want to emboss on here and then cut it out, okay? We're gonna try it the opposite way, and if it doesn't work, then we'll do it the other way. So let me pull it down. Sorry, but I need to get a little bit over it to see kind of where it's gonna go. All right, I don't think that's too bad. Now I'm gonna get my reverse tweezer so I can hold it. And we're gonna do that in silver. It's cute the way they designed that, right? So the word fits on the trees. I think that looks not bad. I know I'm a little obsessive by doing it twice. You don't have to do it twice. I've kind of gotten in a bad habit of doing it twice instead of once. I don't know if I can break that. Okay, heat embossing tool. There we go. Make sure I got all the areas. Okay. Now, as you can see, this card takes a minute when you're doing each one individually. If you were going to do like 5 or 10 of these, obviously you could do it all in steps and it'd be a lot easier, right? To do like 5 of each one step at a time. We'll take some dimensionals and pop this up. Before we do that, let's tie our ribbon because the tree's going to kind of go over the ribbon a little. I have that silver and gold trim. I haven't been using the silver that much. So I wanted to use silver. I've been using gold. I use gold all the time. So I was like, I've got tons of this silver ribbon now, so I need to start using some of it. All right, and I'm gently going to tie it here, and then I can move it over to the exact right spot that I need it. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Might be a little bit bigger than I need, but nothing wrong with an oversized bow. I'm going to move this over to the side to get it where I want it. Okay, I'm just going to add a little glue dot too to hold it in place where I want it to be. So let me just pull one of those up and just slide it right under the bow knot, just like that. Okay, dimensionals. And this one will go right here. We'll put it right over the ribbon, like right about here. Okay, next one, let's do Granny Apple Green. And I'm again gonna take some of those silver stars. So let me get a couple, 1, 2, 3. I want this one for the top, so let me find a couple other smaller ones. Okay, and I'm just gonna get some adhesive on these. And then we'll put those on the green tree. Kind of somewhat randomly. And I'm doing this like backwards and upside down. I'm gonna try and get these a little bit straight. This glue dries pretty quick. Got to be fast, right? Let's put another one right here. And one, I guess right here. Is that too many? Or how about here? I don't know. Can't decide. Let's go in there. And then I'm just going to do a little, oh, I already have adhesive on it, so it should be fine. Just at the top. This little star like that. Okay, the green tree is done, and that can get popped up. So I hope you guys are okay with us still doing Christmas cards. I think I'm going to do Christmas cards again next week. I still have like, I don't know, 3 or 4 sets I haven't used yet, so I'm not sure which set I want to use. The problem is that some of the DSP is gone, so I want to be careful with what I use. All right, I'm going to put this one up a little bit, like right here. So, interesting story too. When I did this, I was doing my PDF with the measurements and realized the silver foil cardstock isn't there anymore. And I thought it was in the online exclusive still, but they don't have it. It's gone now. So as a substitute, you could do that holographic paper, because that's got a nice silver. I mean, you could do the whole card in gold too. I like it in silver, but if you get the card kit, I will give you a piece of the silver so you can do your die cutting from it. Okay, this one, we're going to put a couple dimensionals on this side, and then we'll just put a little adhesive along the side that's going to sit on the green tree. And that one's going to overlap. And it's okay if it comes off a little bit here because we've still got the melon mambo, so that'll be okay. So as you can see, I probably should have put this ripped off a little bit lower so you could actually see it like that. So I went a little bit high, and now we're kind of covering it all up. So just keep that in mind when you make your card, if you make the card. Okay, regular silver bow. And then we're going to go to our festive pearls and use those. And that'll give us the little silver ornaments. So all our trees are going to have a nice little silver accent. So let me put this on the top, right there, one right here, one right here. They all must have bows, correct? All right, in the meantime, I almost lost my bow. So this one will go here. That one we already did. We'll do the one that's got the cutout over the melon mambo. Like that. And then there's another one that has more rounded points. And we'll do that one right like this. All right, let's put our little ornaments on. Let me find my festive pearls. These festive pearls I love. Look at how pretty they are in the colors. So it's like a cherry cobbler. This is Pool Party Silver and Gold. They're just perfect. So let's pick up the silver ones and decorate this tree. They pick up so nice and easily too, don't they? Okay. All right, let's put this on the front of our card. I'm just going to put my adhesive right here. And get this centered. Okay, just like that. Now on the inside, all I did was just added in a little bit of Melon Mambo on my 5 1/4 white cardstock. Let's just stamp a sentiment. And I use this one a lot. I think it's a good sentiment. It says, hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. So let me just put that right about here. Okay. I'll put that on the inside. Now the last thing I want to do is just add a little bit of Wink of Stella just to the snow on the bottom. Let me add a little to my paper. Okay, because I kind of like a lot on it. I want the snow to be super sparkly. Okay, let's see. Can you see the sparkle on the snow at all? I know it's hard to see on camera. Looks much more sparkly when it's dry than when it's wet. All right, you guys, that is our first card. Okay, the next card we're gonna do is this one here. This is kind of a traditional Christmas tree card. And if you guys remember, when we did the third quarter or the fourth quarter calendar class, that's what we did for December. So very much the same, but I thought it was pretty and I wanted to do a Christmas card with it. So very easy to do. We're going to use the Stylish Shapes dies to cut the circle and to cut the banner. And then this little sentiment here, this Merry Christmas, I stole this from the Berry Cute. If you don't have this stamp set, I'm sure you have something that says Merry Christmas or any other sentiment, or you could use this one again on here, down here, the hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. You could easily put that one there that's in the set. Okay, so here are our pieces for this one. This time we're going to use Cherry Cobbler. All right. I'm just reading the comments for a second. Thank you all very much. Okay. Now, Cherry Cobbler, standard card base, 8 1/2, 5 1/2, score to 4 1/4. It's going to open like this. For the inside, now it's up to you. This is personal preference. If you want to use basic white or if you want to use very vanilla. Either one works with these colors, with this color scheme. So up to you. In the kit, I'm including the basic white. So that's what we'll go with right now as we're making it. I have this DSP. Now you can still get this DSP. It's a specialty DSP. And let me pull it. It's right here, this one. Very, very pretty. I think it's Joy of Christmas Specialty DSP, and it's all got foil accents in gold, all the different patterns. Got a piece of gold that I snuck in there. So we're going to be using this pattern right here. It's one-sided. All right, so we have 5 1/4 by 4 of this beautiful green and gold plaid pattern, and then just another little piece of 4 inches by 1/2 inch that's going to go on the inside. So we're going to build onto this. I have some of the gold cardstock. So this is the bigger piece that's going to go right here, and this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then I also have 3x3 that we're going to do the die cutting with, okay? And all we're going to do for the die cutting for this one is, again, let me show you. Whoa, hold on, I just flipped my dies over. Making a mess, look what I did. We're going to use this one for the garland in the gold. And then we're going to do the star, one of the stars, this one right here. So that's all you're going to cut out of your gold for this card. Easy breezy, right? Okay. I hope I don't lose any of those dies. I'm kind of making a mess here. All right. So this is, we cut out of the Stylish Shapes dies. That's going to layer right onto here. I cut that medium-sized Christmas tree out of this DSP. Now this one is not available anymore. And this was the Joy of Christmas DSP. Which this was a beautiful one. I love this one. I used it a lot, but I really like the green because it's kind of got a variegated green color in it. But you could just use, if you don't have that, you could just use garden green cardstock, right? And then it'll look just as pretty and coordinate just as well with this. So we're going to cut the tree out of that. We have Cherry Cobbler Stylish Shape Die Banner. I have this little strip of gold foil 4 inches by 1/2 inch that we're going to put behind. And then I cut the little Christmas tree stem out of, that looks like this. And I just cut it long ways like this with the die cut to just do our little tree trunk. Okay, so you'll get that as well. Okay, so let us trade out our pieces now. Oh no, you know what? Wait, okay, I thought I cut the tree wrong, but I didn't. Lost my mind for a second. So here's our tree. Let us get our tree trunk. We've got that. And then let's get some of our gold pieces. We've got our gold garland, and we need a gold star. Okay, that is everything. Let me straighten up a little bit. Okay, so let's start building. We want to start with the gold cardstock. And we'll just use some seal to tack that down. And I want that towards the top of it. So right about up here, centered near the top. Okay, now we have the circle out of the same beautiful specialty paper. And let me see if I can get that centered right on here. Okay. Let's glue our trunk of the tree on. All right, see, is that kind of sort of straight? Okay. All right, let's add, where'd my piece of paper go? My scrap paper. All right, let's add our garland. And I need one of the long ones. This one, and then maybe one that's not so long. So here we go with the glue again. And I'm just putting 3 on this one. I'm right-handed, so it works better if I grab with this hand first. And if it's too long, we can always cut it off, which I think is what I'm going to do with this one. I don't think I used the right size there, but that's okay. Okay, last one. I love the combination of these colors too. Looks like I'm going to have to cut them all off, but that's okay. All right, little trimming. All right, there is our tree ready to go. Get these other pieces out of the way. Okay, let's add our star right here. Oops, I already got one out. Ugh, can't pick up. Okay, adding ornaments. Now this time I used these adhesive backed sparkle gems, and they come in different sizes. So I think I used like 2 of each color in each size, in the gold and the silver. Okay, and the white. No, just gold and silver. Okay, so let's start with the big gold ones. These are a little bit harder to pick up than the other ones, those little tiny ones. Big silver ones, silverish white, I guess they're silver. Good, and now we're going to fill in with our little ones. So here's some little gold ones there. And I guess here. And then the little silver. I'm almost out of the little silver ones. I must have been using those a lot. And here, and I think that's good, right? Move this one over a little. I don't like the weight there. All right, it's going to stay there. I guess that's fine. Hold on. Add a little bit of that. All right, let's pop up our Christmas tree. Were you guys able to get any of this paper before it went out of stock? Now this paper you can still get, so I got some extra of that when I placed an order this week, because it's beautiful and I'll use it forever. That's the other challenge, is we keep doing Christmas cards here, is, you know, what's left in stock, because I don't really want to show you guys stuff if you can't get it, because that's no fun, right? Okay, silver strip with a little bit of seal going across the bottom here. All right, we're going to emboss again. So we're going to use that Merry Christmas from the Berry Cute set with some Versamark, and this time we're going to emboss in gold. Do any of you guys have little kids or do the Elf on the Shelf stuff? My granddaughter Emmeline, they're doing it with her this year, and you know, she's 2.5, and oh my goodness, she's so into it and having so much fun with it. I'm so excited for her, just because she's just having a ball with it. She's loving it. So much fun. Now, they didn't have that when my kids were little, but super fun. All right, can I resist the urge to do it again? Let's see. I think I can. Let me just get my brush and brush off. With the darker colors especially, I should be using the Embossing Buddy, but as you know, I always forget. Okay. Okay, a little bit extra right here, which I might be able to work. It's still a little bit hot, so I might be able to work that out a little bit. But that's why you're supposed to use the Embossing Buddy, right? Okay, this gets popped up on the gold strip. we're going to put, oh, it's not very straight. We're going to put this onto our card base. Super easy, pretty card. Now on the inside of this one, we just put a little strip, and I used that same, this time in Cherry Cobbler, that same sentiment. So let's finish that up. We're going to stamp that again, but first let me clean my stamp, because I have that sticky Versamark on it. All right, and we'll get out the Cherry Cobbler. Whoa, hold on, my thing just fell with my measurements. I'll put that back up. Put this little strip on. And then we'll put that, oh, it's just a tiny bit long, just a hair. Okay, and that's all we're going to do for the inside. All right, you guys, that's it. No ribbon on this card. Weird, right? There we go. Card number 2. Okay, this one is our shaker card. I love a good shaker card, and I thought Christmas snow, this would be a fun one. It's got a little bit of a masculine vibe with the blues and the greens. I mean, it doesn't have to be masculine, but I thought this one was super fun. So let's get out our pieces for that one. Move some of this aside here. Need a little bit of room to work. And let me just grab a quick drink of water. Okay. So what we're going to add to this card is the Countryside Corners dies. We're going to take these two right here, the second and third largest, and we're just going to cut this out of Blueberry Bushel, both at the same time, to make our frame. Okay, just like that. You run it through, and you've got your Blueberry Bushel frame. Now, if you get the kit, I've already cut it for you because, you know, these are like extra dies. So I want to make sure I cut it for you so you don't have to have a bunch of sets of stuff to make the cards. All right, pieces for this one. Okay, Blueberry Bushel card base, same 8.5, 5.5 square to 4 1/4. I have a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 basic white for the inside. All right, I've got also another piece in here that we're going to do the stamping and die cutting of the Christmas tree that's going to go in the background. I've got a 5 1/4 by 4 of the DSP. Now this is from the, it's got 3 names, Bold, Merry, and Bright. Let me think, Merry, Bold, and Bright. Okay, I almost had it right. So that piece is gonna be our background. I have the Blueberry Bushel, and I just showed you how we die cut that. So that's our frame for the card. Now in the pool party, I took that largest frame again, and I cut off, I cut it the same size. So this is going to be our background. Now what I did with mine is, because it's like an exact size of that, you can see how it's kind of like ridged a little bit here. I just cut off the little bit of ridge because I wanted it just a little bit smaller than the background, so I don't have to be super perfect when I put it down, because I don't want anything sticking out. So this step's optional. If you want to do it, you can. You don't have to, but it's got a nice guide on there because you just have that little bit of an embossed edge so you can see where to cut it, and it only takes a minute just to trim it off. Okay, one more. Did we get everything? I think so. Okay. Okay. Then we have a piece of the window sheet that's going to go behind our frame. And so I find it difficult to die cut window sheet. So I like to just use, I just cut it as a rectangle. And my window sheet is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And after we get it all put together, I'm just going to trim off the corners with a pair of scissors then. So see, it's going to fit on here right like this. And you can see it's a little bit shorter on all the sides than the frame. Okay. So again, that's 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. All right. I have this piece of pecan pie that's going to come, and you're going to use the die that cuts out the little tree stand like that. So we're going to need that. I have another stylish shape pool party banner die, the skinny one. And then I'm also giving you another little piece of that silver foil just because we need a star, a silver star for the top of the tree. Okay, let's stamp. We want to stamp the Christmas tree. And I did that in Granny Apple Green. So let me get this well inked. Now, if you think you want to make sure that it's going to get in the right places, you could use Stamparatus if you have one, or some other brand that works as well. I think with this big block, I should be able to get it. I'm just going to make sure I press it down really good so that I get all of it. You can see there's like a little white spot here because I don't want any white spots on it. Let's see how that came out. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I like how it's not perfect, right? So, I mean, because your Christmas tree isn't going to be solid and perfect. So we've got that. Then we're going to go ahead and die cut out our tree. So let me get out. I'm going to use the mini, and I'm going to trim it up just a little bit because you can see it's just a little too wide to go through. So let me just, you can see I stamped it on there really straight, right? Doesn't matter. All right, let's send it through our machine really quickly. Let me find my die. This one is the big one, but you can see how you can use the other ones. If you just wanted a little tree, just cut out that little part like that, and then you have a little tree. So it's really clever the way they did that. So you could make any size tree that you wanted to. All right, little piece of Post-it tape before I send it through. Make sure that's lined up pretty good. All right, let me pull my machine. Don't you love the mini? It's so cute and so easy to use. You could practically crank it with 2 fingers. Just nice and easy. I say as it gets stuck. Okay. Let's pull this off and look at our pretty tree. Very pretty, right? Okay. All right, let's start building. So before, let me get out my piece of scrap. Before we put our tree on, I want to make some snowflakes on here. And I'm just going to use Pool Party on Pool Party and the little snowflake stamp. Isn't that cute? Look at these little bitty tiny snowflakes. So we're just going to go around and stamp some snowflakes pretty much around the edges. Ugh, my stamping is not that good. Don't need any in the middle. I'm probably going too far in, but that's okay. And I keep sticking my thumb in. And that's with the thicker block. And I'm still sticking my thumb in. Probably don't need that one, but that's okay. Some of these aren't going to show, especially the ones like really close to the edge, because it's going to be covered up by the border of the blueberry bushel. Now, do I have some on this finger? How am I getting all these other little things on here? That's going at the bottom for sure. This is going to have to be our top up here. Okay, are we happy with that? I think so. Good enough. Okay, we're going to call it a day on that. Now, like I said, we'll make this the bottom. This is going to be covered up. Am I still getting, hold on. I feel like I'm still getting blue places that shouldn't be. Where's my mono? I just want to get up this little piece right here. All right. Let's see where our tree is going to go. And I'm just going to use some seal to put this down because I want it to be flat because we're going to have the little sequins on top of it. So I want a little bit of room at the top because I'm going to put a star. Now, you know what? I cut the tree too big. I should have used the other die because I didn't want all 5 sizes so you can see how it's going off the edge. I did not want that. So now, because I put adhesive, I don't want to send it through my machine. Time to fussy cut. And see if we can save that. And have a smaller tree in there. Okay. Great. Now there's room at the top for the star. And plenty of room at the bottom for the snow. Okay. Let's put some ornaments on with the festive pearls. And these pool party ones are perfect for this card. So we're going to put some of these just kind of randomly. And then we're also going to put some silver ones in here. And we have a pretty little decorated tree here. Come on. Maybe one more, like that. Okay. Is that enough? I think that's enough. All right. So we can go ahead and put this where we want it on our card. And, okay. I want it a little bit more this way because I'm going to have a ribbon over on this side. So I want to leave a little bit of room there. So let me get this good and adhesived up. And see if I can get this kind of straight-ish. I think right about here will be good. Is it straight? I think it's straight. Okay. That is our background, all set for that. All right, let's start getting the piece ready that's going to go on top. So I'm going to take a little bit of, this will not stay up tonight, a little bit of this glue. Okay. And I'm just going to go very close to the inside edge and just put little dots around. And then I'm going to see if I can perfectly place my window sheet so I don't smear glue all over the place. Okay, let's attach our window sheet. Let me see if I can get, don't want it to be too staticky and pick up any dust. So, little border at the side, the top, and the bottom. And I think that looks good. Okay. take our scissors and cut off the corners. Get my bigger scissors out for this. Hi, Jolene. Thanks for joining. Try not to cut off the blue. Okay, now we've got our windows all set. So that's good. Now we need to pop it up, and we're going to use some of these foam adhesive strips. And these are nice and skinny, so that's perfect. Now, it's a little more difficult because it's like, well, it's not a rectangle, so we've got lots of corners to go around. Now, you can either use your scissors or just rip it. The important thing is just to keep it inside the edges and make sure that all the foam tape touches so that your sequins don't escape later. So I use 2 of these strips to go all the way around. All right, almost there. One last little piece. All right, let me just trim up a couple things really quick. I don't want anything overlapping, so I need to get rid of that. And I've got one more little place right here that needs a little trimming. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Make sure none of it shows from the top. I see a little piece right here that's showing through. I'm gonna trim that up. Does anything else show from the top? A little bit right here. I guess I wasn't very neat, right? Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, I think we're ready to set it down. So now we're going to get out our sequins. Hold on. Where'd they go? I thought they were right here. Here they are. Over here. So these are the loose silver sequins, and I'm not going to use as many this time because I used too many. Look how beautiful those are. Very snowy, right? So I don't want to get crazy. I think that's enough right there. And I'm going to kind of flatten these out just a little bit. Okay. All right. Take off our foam adhesive strips. All right, now for the moment of truth. I'm going to pull it towards me because I want to see if I can get right over it to try and get it right in the place that we need it. What do you think? Pretty good placement, right? All right, that's it. It's all set. I think that's a better amount of sequins. At first they get a little staticky, but if you shake them around a little bit, they're okay. And they won't stick as much to the top. So pretty good, right? All right, let's put that on our card base. And then we're going to do a little bit of stamping. We need a couple sentiments stamped. Now you could do this in other colors. You could do the green tree. You could do some kind of pretty pink. You could do red and green, whatever you want. Whatever paper you have, you can use. Make it pretty. Okay, so we're going to stamp on here. We're going to stamp on here. Oh, you guys, I forgot to put the bottom of the tree. Did you see that? That's why the tree was shorter, because we had this bottom underneath. Look at, I couldn't see it because of all the snowflakes, but look at, there it is. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not going to fix that right now because I don't know. I feel like once you lift up the sequins, it's a little bit harder. Should we try? we're gonna try, because I'm crazy, and see if I can lift that just a little bit. But I gotta tell you, this adhesive, these little adhesive are strong. These sheets, the adhesive little strips are very strong. So it's going to be hard to get it up and not damage anything, and then make sure that it sticks back down, especially because it's at the bottom. So I would say make sure you don't forget to do that step. Shame on me for not paying attention. All right, I think I've got it ripped a little bit here. I'm making a mess, but it might be okay. If I could just sneak it in underneath, that'll be good. We're doing it. Oh, I really used some good adhesive there too. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. If I can get my finger out, it's going to be pretty good. Okay. Huh. Silly me. All right. I was like, why is that piece sitting there? Was that for a different card? Nope, it was for that one. Okay, we're going to use that same stamp again. Yeah, Lois, you're right. You know what not to do now. Now you won't forget, right? Because you're going to be like, I am not going to do that. Okay, blueberry bushel. Let's go this one first. This is another one that you might want, if you have this die set, you might want to, it's very tight, stamp it and then die cut it. But let's see if we can get it on. All right, there it is. Let's do, we wish you a Merry Christmas for the inside. Just like that. Okay. I'm just going to use a little bit of seal to put this on right on the frame bottom, right about here, just like that. All right, let's tie some of that silver ribbon. Oh, I don't know if I have enough. Let's see. I'm looking to see if I have another roll close by. Can I tie it? Let's see. Otherwise, I'm going to have to walk across real quick and get another roll of this, because I have plenty. I think I can make this work. Need it a little bit longer this way. I'm just going to tie it here, and then I can adjust it afterwards. Well, kind of works. It's going to be a smaller bow, but that's okay. That's a very small bow. All right, I'm just going to curve that a little so I can slide it up just a little bit. Right about there. I'm going to get a glue dot again because I like my bows to stay put. All right. Okay, put this on the inside, and then we're going to add a couple snowflakes to the outside. There's the inside. We'll get some of these snowflakes. Adhesive back snowflake assortment. 3 different ones. We're going to use the white ones. We'll start with a big one right over here in the corner. The medium size one up here, and then look at this one where that landed. That one's okay like that. I had it over here but it ended up over there somehow, so, but we'll go back. How about we put it right here? Okay. All right, you guys, that is our third card. What do you think? Shaker cards are fun, right? This would be cute for a little boy, for anybody. It'd be good for anybody. Okay, one more project. Super easy. We're gonna make our little treat box with our little Christmas tree. All right. So these nested treat boxes are awesome. I think you get a pack of, let's see how many it says, 8 in the kit. And like I said, I think they're about half price right now. They're really inexpensive. I think they were like $6 maybe, something like that when I ordered them. Glitter everywhere. Okay, so you can see there's 2 sizes, or 2, they're the same size-ish, but this one has a little opening. This is going to be the inside, this is going to be the outside. We want the adhesive, which it's already on here, to go in the inside. So when you fold it, you want this part to go on the inside. And they've already done the work for us. We've got the score lines, everything's cut. We've got the glue. So, I mean, what could be easier, right? So let's take this off and see if I can get it so it's nice and square. All right. And I'll take the adhesive backing off these 2. Like that. Okay, now we've got, this is the outside, done. Same thing with this one, and this will be our little inside drawer. Glue, whoopsie. So you could stack these, as Renee said, and make a beautiful advent calendar. You could do 12 of them together. That would be fun, right? Put little candies. There's a million different kinds of candy you could put in here. Whatever your favorite is. I like to make little treats for my table setting at Christmas. Okay. Super easy. We've got our little drawer that's going to fit in just like that. Okay, that only took a minute to assemble that, right? So now we're going to decorate it, and that just pulls out like this. So I've got these little pieces of, this is again some of that specialty designer series paper that you can still get. And I've got 4 rectangles, or they're really squares, that are the same. And these are 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. And there's actually, I lied, there's 5 of them. Okay. So we have 5. Let's just start putting those on and get them out of the way. And I'm just going to put all those on with seal on all the different sizes except for the front. And I'll show you what I did with the front. Again, use any paper that you have, whatever your favorite is. Maybe something that matches your table setting. Okay, so this one, I just took this little punch, and I don't remember what size this is. Let me see if I have them. I want to say it's 5/8, but I'm terrible at guessing how big these are. It's a 1 inch. See what I'm saying? Terrible. And I'm just going to try and kind of mirror this a little bit. So I want to make sure it's right in the middle. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just take a little pen and line this up here so I can just make a little dot where I think the middle is, okay? And that's on the opposite side. And then I'm just gonna punch just like this. And just make sure it's even on both sides and see how that goes. Pretty good, not terrible, right? I think it's close enough. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. All right. All right, now the basics of our box is complete. I should probably put that up a little higher. Okay, so we've got that. Let's put some treats in. So I found these little presents, which I thought were really fun. I got these online. The Madeleine Chocolate Company. Of course, my favorite is Fannie Mae, which I cannot get in San Antonio. I miss my Chicago Fannie Mae, that's for sure. But the presents are cute. Okay, now this little piece, again, that same designer series paper, cutting out a Christmas tree with your die. So this, wait, too big, hold on. Can't seem to get the sizes right tonight. So we've got this one, cutting out a little chunk again. So let me pull out a trunk for our tree. We've got that. A little piece of gold to do a star for the top of the tree. And then we have just this little strip of basic white that we're going to stamp in shaded spruce, love and joy. And this little tiny piece of white is 3 inches by 1/2 inch. All right, love and joy. Right here. We are definitely stamping skinny tonight, right? Okay. Okay, let's glue a couple things together. Trunk on the bottom. Okay. Star on the top. Let's get out our festive pearls. And this time I used the silver, the gold, and the cherry cobbler. Got a mess going on over here. All right. So we'll just use some different ones here. Let's see, this. We'll just kind of work our way down with the different colors. There. Gold. I like a lot of them. I like a well-decorated tree. Let's see, I think a silver one here, a red one, maybe a gold one, and then one more. Let's go red again. Okay, cute little tree, right? Let's get some dimensionals and pop our tree up onto our box. Now the ribbon I'm going to end up using for this is real red, but I think it goes fine with the cherry cobbler. You can see these berries are kind of a cherry cobbler. I think it looks fine together. I'm going to put my tree right about here on the box. Then I'm just going to take my scissors and cut on a diagonal. And it's kind of, the font is kind of on a diagonal, so that's super helpful too, right? That looks good. And I'm just going to cut right down the middle here and then use some dimensionals to put that on. Love. and joy. Okay, let's put some ribbon on. Now again, 2 kinds of red ribbon. This was the real red and garden green ribbon. It came in a 2-pack. So we're just using that. I'm going to tie it around. Now, if you guys would like the pre-cut projects this week, all you have to do is place an order of $35 or more in my online store. Here's the host code this week. It's MUCY2Q7V. And I will send you this card kit. And I will also, if you spend $35, I will also send you the Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. And as I say that, I don't think I remembered to send to everybody from last week. I've got to check because there were a lot of orders last week, and I'm not sure everybody got it yet. So I will double check that when I'm finished here and see if I owe anybody a tutorial. And then, like I said, if you spend $50 or more in your store, I will give you one of these really cute little tweezers, so you can have that to play with your stuff. All right. So that is our last project. Next week, I think we'll do one more Christmas, because I think there's still time to make some Christmas cards before Christmas, and I know I need some more for sure. Okay, you guys, there are our projects. Let's pull them out and take one last look. Ah, Lois, Fannie Mae, right? Oh, yeah. Kelly, Fannie Mae, and Garrett's. Every time I go to Chicago in the airport, I have to get Garrett's popcorn. It is my favorite. So good. Okay, here's our first card that we did. Then we did our plaid card, like that. We did our shaker cards. Super fun. Oh, you guys, I didn't put, look at what else I did. I'm a mess. I didn't put a star on the tree. Don't forget to put the star on your tree. Silly, silly, silly. All right, and then we did our little boxes. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you need the project and measurement sheet, email me. I'll be happy to send it to you. Thank you for watching the video. If you sign up for my email list, this will go out tomorrow morning, so you'll get it automatically if you are signed up for my emails. Don't forget about Paper Pumpkin. That's coming up. You have till December 10th to order this All the Best kit. And they're also adding, they've got some more add-ons. Every 3 months they're going to do an add-on that it says that coordinates with multiple kits. So this Love of Spring Dies will coordinate with January, February, and March Paper Pumpkin. So that's something to look forward to for the January kits. You guys have a great week. I will see you next Tuesday. Have a great weekend. And thank you guys for watching. I love spending my Tuesdays with you. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye-bye.